Hey, sorry, didn't realize you were watching. Isn't that funny these days? Everybody seems to be watching us. Everybody seems to be watching every single thing we do. I think about how, in my life, how I've just had this hyper focus on trying to meet the needs of everybody out there. I just think everybody's watching me. I think how important my life must be for other people. But you know what? The reality is that nobody really gives a shit. When you think about it, most of our life we spend trying to impress people who couldn't care less. I think about the success of this business around Wellteam and think about all of the things that I'll be excited by when Wellteam succeeds. And when I first started in this process, I was thinking, I want to show all those people who've thought, hey, Troy will never make anything of himself. Troy will never do this. Troy will never do that. I think I'm out to try and prove myself to other people. But the reality is that those other people don't exist. They couldn't care less. You become a huge millionaire. You can become successful in whatever field you want to succeed in. But the reality is that people don't care. It's an easy way to find that out is move on from the current job you're in. I've worked in over 20 different jobs. I've worked in multiple different industries: banking, finance, travel, tourism, a whole range of different businesses. I've worked at the executive level. I've worked for CEOs of banks. I've worked at general management level. I've worked in alpine resorts, reporting to boards. I've worked in all these different levels, and I've given my heart and my soul into these jobs. 100%. I don't operate at 90%. It's 100% to any job. And I keep thinking to myself that people will actually care. And the reality is, you leave the job and 2 weeks later, nobody cares. Nobody calls you up. No one sends you a Christmas card. Nobody gives a shit. Everybody's just dealing in their own world with all of their own challenges and their own problems. And in an organization, in a workplace, well, it's just doing the same thing. The board, the CEO, the senior management team, they're all just focused on trying to achieve their KPIs and trying to keep the business running as best they can. They don't have the time and the energy to focus on you and what you're doing after you leave. And this is just a simple reality of life. The more we can focus on the people that we love, the people close to us and who care about us, and the more we can invest in them, the more value we'll get back in our life. Workplaces come and go. Businesses come and go. And while we consider ourselves to be in a particular role at a particular time, and we often define ourselves by that, we have to start to define ourselves outside of our workplace, outside of our working title. And there's so many ways to do that. And I'd encourage you to focus in on your purpose in life. We do some great activities as part of Wellteam programs, as part of Accelerate, and as part of launch programs. And right across our Hack database, there's a whole bunch of information on purpose and helping you define your purpose. And it's got to be one of the most critical things you can do in your life. But I'll bet that 90% of people watching this haven't sat down and really defined their purpose in life. And once you do that, it helps to focus you in on the decisions that you need to make and that you want to make. It makes it so much easier. So I'd fully encourage you to get engaged in your purpose. Sign up for Accelerate, sign up for Launch, get involved in Wellteam, and sort that purpose out so that you are 100% focused on the most important things in your life. Take care out there and go well. This is Troy from Wellteam.